Hi all, this is the second part of today's lesson. It's going to be going over solving systems with elimination once again. This is exactly what we did yesterday. However, today you are definitely going to need a separate sheet of paper to write this work down on because there is no room on this worksheet to do this. Okay. So we are going to be looking for what the mouse's favorite food is, whether it's cheese or cookies. Okay. So we are going to be working with this equation here. And we are going to see if the solution is either 0, 4 or 4, 0. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and write this equation, x plus y equals 4. And 5x minus 4y equals 20. Right? Make sure that as you're doing this on a separate sheet of paper, you do keep it organized. Okay. So with elimination, I'm going to go ahead and look at eliminating the x values. So in order to eliminate the x's, I need to multiply that whole top equation by -5. So that'll give me a -5x, -5y equals -20. The second equation I do not need to change. So that's 5x minus 4y equals +20. Okay. Now we came to eliminate the x's, so let's go ahead and do that because we do have a -5x and a +5x. So we've got -9y equals 0. Divide both sides by -9. And we get y equals 0. Now using substitution, we're going to take our first equation, in this case, x plus y. So we're going to have x plus whatever our y value is equals 4. Our y value is 0. X plus 0 is just x. So x equals 4. Our solution is 4, 0. Okay. All right, so that is problem number 1. Okay. So when I go back up here, looking for the one that is 4, 0, that would be this one here. Okay. So that will be the second equation that we go on to. Number 2, it would be 2x minus 2y equals 4. And 3x plus 2y equals 41. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at that one. Do any of the variables, whether it be the x's or the y's, have the same coefficient? Yes, the y's have the same coefficient of 2. Do they have an opposite operator? So is one positive, one negative? Yes. So that makes that part easy because we do not need to manipulate it by multiplying it by anything. We can see that our y's are going to cancel out here. Okay. So then we've got 5x is equal to 45. Divide both sides by 5. And we've got x equals 9. Okay. Now we're going to take that value for x and we're going to substitute it into one of the original equations. whichever one you choose in this case. I'm going to go ahead and go with 3x plus 2y equals 41. Okay, you can also do 2x minus 2y equals 4. I just like positive numbers, but 2x and 2y and 4 are also smaller values. So you just need to pick and choose which one you'd prefer to work with. Okay? Either way, we will get the same solution as long as our math is done correctly. So 3 times 9 is 27 plus 2y equals 41. Subtract 27 from both sides. Okay, so we've got 2y equals 11. Nope, 14. Okay, divide both sides by 2. And we get y equals 7. So our solution is 9, 7. Okay. All right, so let's go back and find that solution and figure out what our next example is going to be. So now we are going to go on to this equation here. 3x plus 5y equals negative 2. And negative x plus 2y equals 8. Okay, so on this one, it does look like we're going to have to manipulate one of the equations so that the coefficients do match. I'm going to go ahead and take this second equation, and I am going to multiply it by... I'm going to eliminate the x's, because if I was to try to eliminate the y's, I would have to actually multiply both equations. And rather than having to do all that work, I'm going to look for the one where I only have to change one equation. So I'm going to multiply that second one by positive 3. Okay, so the first one will stay the same. 3x plus 5y equals negative 2. The second equation is going to change, so it'll be negative 3x plus 6y equals 24. Okay, the x's eliminate. We've got 11y equals positive 22. Divide both sides by 11. And we get y equals 2. And I'm going to substitute that into either equation. In this case, I'm going to go with the first one. So I've got 3x plus 5 times 2 equals negative 2. So 3x plus 10 equals negative 2. Subtract 10 from both sides of the equal sign. So 3x equals negative 12. Divide both sides by 3. And we get x equals negative 4. Okay. So our solution is negative 4, 2. All right. All right, let's go back up top. Negative 4, 2. All right, and at this point, I am going to leave this up to you to finish up the rest of this worksheet. All right, you guys have a great afternoon. Again, should be working on this in class. Whatever isn't finished in class is homework.